everyone. It's your girl, Princess Naya, aka Naya, and some of you call me Kizzy's mum. Well, the women in the playground do. Thank you so much for joining. We're back with another podcast. It's another episode, Can I Shit in Peace? And this week's going to be a little bit different because we're going to do a little bit of a throwback. And I'm going to throw back to a conversation that I had with a really dear friend of mine. His name's Joe Grind. He's a dad. He's a musician, entrepreneur, all of that great stuff. And we had a really great conversation about parenting, about mum's roles, dad's roles. And I really wanted to relive it because it gave me a really good insight into dad's perspective. And sometimes I think when you're in a partnership with someone, you're so busy concentrating on your own perception that you actually don't take time to listen and hear the other person's point of view. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the throwback. And thanks for everyone that's been listening so far. And yeah, I'll see you when I see you.
Right, hopefully this works. What's up?
You good?
Welcome to my Instagram live, Joey. How you
doing? I'm all right. Just chilling.
You're looking kind of shaped up considering we're in lockdown. Do you know what I mean? Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. Yeah, you look kind of together. I'm not gonna lie. What's happening?
I'm trying to
Is that a mobile barber situation or
what? I'm trying to organize a barber right now, but every barber's talking about, hey, barbers are right now are like dealers, bro. It's mad, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, brothers are asking for £50 a trim.
Are you serious? Well, it's funny because I tried to do my hair myself and I messaged my hairstylist and I was just like, is there any like home visits going on? I just got a complete air pie. There wasn't even a negotiation of fees.
It's like I'm saying, like, normally you'd pick up your barber on the gram. Yeah. Right now, that's like baiting up your dealer.
Yeah. You can't even do that. Oh, that's hilarious.
You can't do that, bro. You can swear to God, you'll be getting people in mad trouble. It's crazy.
Well, thank you for joining me. For everyone that is joining, if it's your first time joining me today, every Tuesday I do a Tribe Talks with a different dad from a different industry who is juggling lots of things, and we just have a conversation about what we normally have a conversation about. Now, obviously, I've known you for a very long time. People might not know that you tried to encourage me to eat how many waffles or pancakes in 2 minutes. I don't know how many was it when I was in peak diet mode, trying to get the six-pack going. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, hey, man, I don't know if I can do this. So tell everybody a little bit about yourself. And what you're up to and stuff.
I'm just a rapper. Does whatever he wants.
Yeah. Well, we've done some work together over the years. You have you manage clothing line.
I don't. Nah, it's not a clothing. I do.
No, it's not clothing line.
Let
me take that back. I forgot who I was talking to. Not clothing line. Merch. Yeah.
I do merch. I don't do clothing lines.
It's not a clothing line. It's official merch for official fans. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about fashion.
I know, and we've had this conversation. How many times have we had this conversation as well? How many times have we had this conversation?
Yeah,
you told me, I hate a clothing line. It's not a clothing line. It's just merch. And I say, yep. I hear you.
It's not that I hate a clothing line. It's that I know nothing about fashion. That's all. You get me?
Yeah, I hear you. And I think, do you know what? It's funny that you say that because I think it's probably a mistake that a lot of people actually make when they want a clothing line and they don't realize what exactly goes into creating a clothing line from scratch. Exactly. It's like you need a degree.
Exactly.
In that particular field to get it off the ground. It's not as easy as it looks, and I'm someone that has tried to have a fashion line. It's very, very, very difficult. So you're a very smart man for even saying that in the beginning. So yeah, I get it. I totally get it. But the merch is still lit.
Yeah, of course. But that's what I'm saying. It's always going to be lit when your fan base knows what they want. You know what I'm trying to say? Because at the end of the day, like when you're dropping a project with a sick cover and you drop a T-shirt with that same sick cover,
makes sense.
What no one's there. It's the easiest thing in the world, and that's it.
Yeah, no, it's very, very true. And I think where sometimes people derail is they want to start getting all fruity and that. It's like, can we put a zip in the side? Can we put a label on the back? Can we put this and this? Like, your fans don't really care about that. They just want to know piece of you. So it's kind of doing the most for like no reason at all. Other than if you actually just genuinely enjoy doing it yourself, I suppose.
Yeah. Plus, at the end of the day, like, at least you get to, like, because as you say, you're not doing the most and you're not doing too much. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, cool, do like 100 T-shirts or this one thing and then stop. don't release anything for another like 6 months of some, you know what I'm saying? That's it. Because that's not you're meant to stay in your lane. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not like stay in your lane as in don't try and like spread your roots, but think of it as a tree in it. Like when you got branches, you're meant to know which are the strong branches or which one are the twigs, isn't it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear that, and I think sometimes a lot of artists, they don't want to let up that creative control or that part of it to anybody else. Where if they allowed someone else to just get on and just do whatever it is they've been instructed to do, then that expert in their own right will be able to take it a bit further rather than trying to do it all yourself. And I think that's probably a mistake that I made for myself. I wanted to print my own merch, and then it's like, okay, cool, but why you're printing your own merch? Who's in the studio writing the next banger? No one.
Exactly.
So, like, it's really, really true what you're saying. You have to kind of stay in your lane to a degree, because obviously I think we're in a generation of one person wears 25 different hats, not because they want to, but because they have to.
Nah, it's not even just that. You know, like, all right, let's say Jamie Foxx, yeah? Remember when we was younger and Jamie Foxx was in all the comedy films, black comedy films and that kind of stuff there, yeah? And then he said, you know what? I want to take acting a bit more seriously. I want to be known as a more serious actor, but he couldn't just jump into it. So he said, all right, cool. I'm going to put acting on the break. He stopped acting for a good couple of years and he started singing. You didn't see Jamie Foxx in no films whilst Jamie Foxx was singing. You know what I'm saying? Because you're meant to put things on pause to concentrate on the one thing that you're doing, and then afterwards he stopped singing and he went back to acting. You ain't seen Jamie Foxx release no songs again. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that he failed singing, because remember, he had bangers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's true.
And that's what I'm trying to say. So in the end of the day, look at 50, look at Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? Whenever them are doing one thing, they put the other thing on pause, because at the end of the day, like, if you're gonna do something, give it your full focus, and that's just how it goes. So when it comes to the merch isn't that I've paused music. The merch is, this is my whole music rollout.
Yeah, and it's something that goes alongside it. Yeah, it's not something that's going to take time over the music. It's just something that kind of cushions it underneath, I suppose.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's it.
Yeah, it's true. And I do think that is something, especially when you're starting up as an artist, you just want it all, really, don't you? Like,
of course.
You don't really think about, like, all that other shit. You think, do you know what? I just want everything. I want everything. I want fashion. I want this. I want that. Not realizing that, do you know what? To stay in your lane, and then as your tree grows and your branches grow, you'll be able to deploy a branch to take care of something else rather than trying to take care of it all yourself.
Yeah, but you gotta make a mistake to know that it's a mistake, though, innit? So that's it.
Yeah, I suppose so. I think it's true, and I think that working it out on your journey is really, really important, and we all learn. Do you know what I mean? I think there's many artists out there that have ordered 1,000 t-shirts and then looked in their garage and thought, what the hell? Why have I got this here? And why have I done this to myself? Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone's done it, you know?
I remember speaking to JME about that one time. It was just before he bought his house, and he was doing it was before he done the album with the Man Not Care on it, and I remember friggin' him saying to me, yeah, man, I'm gonna do this t-shirts and blah blah. I said, he said he's gonna do like 100 of them. I said, why don't you do 500? He goes, because I don't want him sitting in the room. That's what I'll do. And you know what I'm saying? It was like, I remember brother saying it to him. I don't want to sit. And I was like, right, you know what? Like, yeah, your hat's on, bro. Your hat is on. He understood. You know what I'm saying? He understood to himself, right, cool. This is the amount I can definitely get rid of. And lock it up after that. Like, the rest of it's the money's not important, because at the end of the day, you can't make money if you can't make it. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. I think, well, what happens as well is that obviously the higher the unit is, the cheaper the price. So you think, but if I get 1,000, I'm gonna get them for like £2 or £3. But if I get 100, I'm gonna have to pay like £7. But it's like, it don't make sense. Either way, you're gonna lose out if you're not, because they're gonna sell. They're gonna sell. But if you've got 1,000, then they're not gonna sell. Looking at those boxes, I'm figuring out what to do with them after.
You didn't make no profit.
You didn't make no profit.
Everyone's trying to make a profit.
Exactly, that's the thing. And I think that, especially when we started working together with the fulfillment price is higher than what it is if you buy it and do it yourself. And for those that don't know what fulfillment is, it's like the company would print on demand. So you run your website, the sales come through, and then a company would print your sales and send them direct to the customer. And the margins are a lot smaller in that circumference. However, the loss is there's pretty much no loss because you only buy what you sell.
Exactly.
And I think that is a formula that a lot of artists should engage in, especially in the beginning, because after they sold our first 100, then it's like, you know what? Let's get our own 100 and do it, however, and then you start making your profit like that. Yeah. And I think as well, some people rely on their merch money too early on in their career. It's like, it doesn't come like that. It comes over, it's like when you get to arena, when you're selling out arenas, that's when you see the real money in merch. You know, if you're doing the little shows, it's great, but it's only a small, I think it's like between 5 and 10% of your consumer that come to your show, that buy a ticket to your show, that will buy a t-shirt anyway. So it's just really tough.
Exactly.
It's so tough. So anyway, talk to me about the gaming. This is a real political conversation for me because I really am anti PlayStation, anti Xbox, anti any type of game. I think games. You know when I hear this? No, listen. You know when you hear this? No, listen to this. You know when I hear this? EA Sports is in the game. I feel like my night is ruined. I feel like this is it. It's over.
You're anti FIFA with your man. That's what you.
Yeah, no, I am. I'm anti.
You know why I know you're not in the gaming, yeah? Because when the PS5 was dropping, I remember seeing you on the Twitter timeline talking about, I just want to be able to get a PS5. You get me? So, like.
No, I didn't. I was not part of the PS5. I'm not part of it.
I'll find that tweet, you know.
Find the tweet. I'm anti. You must be talking about PS4 times. Listen, when I said the PS5, I just thought.
This was a few months ago. You was
I'm not involved. You must have misread me. You must have misread me. Do you know what? I think I tried to stay away from it. I just didn't. I don't get it. Like, you know, for me, like everyone has their thing in it, but the gaming thing for me, I don't get it. Explain it to me.
It's a relaxation. That's what it is.
So do you think it's a majority male thing, or do you think gamers could be anything?
I got some serious female gamer brethren. You know what I'm saying? We go hard.
Well, and they just go home and jump online.
Yeah. We go hard. We got all like Call of Duty, Overwatch, like bare games that run female gamers and everything. Like this, it's a serious thing. It's a if you like it, you like it kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like. Remember that they were speaking and you said, you don't drink. Like, I don't drink either. And I stopped drinking a while ago, but I don't miss it. And there's people that love... You said that women like to drink a glass of wine to unwind. No, but wait. You like to have a game to unwind. I'm saying there's some people who really love alcohol. And there's some people that just don't really care. You understand what I'm trying to say? And that's it. So like, in the end, like, if you love it, you love it. If you find your game... then you found it. Do you understand what I'm saying? But like, in the end of the day, it's not.
Do you want to say something? I used to play computer when I was like obviously when I was a child. Yeah, like you know, like I used to play Tomb Raider. Yeah, that was my game. Yeah. But then I just didn't. After a while, I just weren't doing anything. The novelty wears off. Wears off and everything. That's what I'm trying to say. That's like. But it just doesn't ever wear off with FIFA, and it doesn't ever wear off with these other games. Like, but he likes football in general, don't it? Yeah. Then that's what it is, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? Like, he eats, sleep, breathe football. You know what I'm saying? That's so like. Yeah, but do you know what it is? No, but it's not just FIFA. It's games. It's like you know. I hear the line. Okay, I've got to go and do this thing to get whatever it is, a car or something, and I'm like, what? Are we getting a new car? You should be happy. GTA. Yeah, like, it's not funny. So you're laughing as well. Like, but you know why you should be happy though? Because at the end of the day, like, you know, what I mean, people don't have a passion and don't actually know what they actually like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got friends that think to themselves, you know, I'm gonna go get a PlayStation because people are playing, but they don't really want a PlayStation. Okay. They just want to get it for the sake of doing it. You understand what I'm trying to say? And that's it. So, like, not like knowing what you like is an actual skill. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So like, you should be happy when you got a man that actually knows what he likes, like, and he knows it's for him. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Because trust me. No, but I think you know what it is as well. I think that when you're in a relationship with somebody and you don't get something, you don't take time to hear them out. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, but like, when is this over? Like, when is it? You know the sound, yeah? That sound. It's like, oh, cool. I'll go watch Real Housewives, yeah? But it's like, hearing you talk about, okay, so when you're saying like, yeah, you know, but this is how you relax, it's like, you know, you're a man that works hard. So when you get your moment to unwind, you'll jump online because that is something that helps you unwind. It's like, okay, cool. When you said that, when you say it like that, I'm like, okay, I get it. But when you hear that from your partner, you don't get it because all you hear
all you're doing is having fun. Like, but my missus don't understand that to either. Like
so
in
what
the
does
end,
she say? All right, is this line like? So what? How long is this gonna be? Like, how long are you gonna be? Is that a familiar line?
She don't ask that question. She could never ask that question. But in the end, yeah, what like she doesn't get it. She won't get it because it's not her thing, and that's what I'm trying to say. But in the end, that's the reason why the garage is becoming my cave where I game and stuff. And I guarantee she still finds a reason to come in there at moments about me playing computer. But in the end, it's not for her to get in it. She ain't got the perspective until she understands why gold is valuable. Yeah. And I understand from a different perspective why gold is valuable. Then she'll never. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's it. So she doesn't get the whole. She won't get the gaming thing.
And she's not meant to get the gaming thing, is it?
No, she's not. No, it's not for her. That's it. It's not for her. That's
because I don't get the gaming thing, but I think that I'm learning to be more. What's the word? It's like accepting. Patient. To be patient and understand that it's okay. Like everyone has their thing.
Yeah. All right. It's like Kizzy. All right, Kizzy definitely does this because all these kids watch it. Kizzy got iPad time, right?
Yeah.
All right, so when she watches YouTube, she watches other little kids playing with their dollies.
But no, do you know what? To be fair, I took YouTube off her iPad, so she's got games and stuff that she plays.
All right.
Do you know what? You've just hit the nail, and she's a flipping gamer like her dad.
But when she did at a time have YouTube and a thing, she used to watch people playing with dollies and that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
And that's like, why would you watch someone playing with dollies if you got your own dollies? Yeah. As you said, you don't get it, but she does. You understand what I'm trying to say? And all you can do is say, you know what, Kizzy, you're smiling. I'm smiling because you're smiling. Keep smiling.
Yeah. You're occupied now. Yeah, I get that.
You're occupied. I think you leave me alone. No. It's just, as I said, just be happy that someone's got a passion. Like I said, there's people in my life that do not have passions. I swear to God, and they're just lost and they don't have a clue what they're doing. And those are the same people that jump from job to job to job to job to job. No career, because they don't know what they like. They have no idea. They don't like traveling. They don't know how to dress them. They don't know anything. They don't actually know what they like. And those are the people that jump on the bandwagon and everything. And they're easily lost.
Yeah, they easily swayed
to find them. Exactly. They didn't take time to find themselves. And that's where, like I said, if your man sits there and he knows what games he likes, he knows to himself, look, I am playing this computer because I truly enjoy it. It's like, you know what? I'm glad you got something. I've got something as well. I'm gonna go do my something.
But you know, I think that's probably part of it as well. It's like, you see, with me, it's like when I'm sitting down, I'm thinking, what do I do to relax and unwind? I don't even know. So I feel like maybe I'm just a hater because I don't really have a thing. I don't really have a thing in it. I don't have a thing that I go and get lost into. Like, do you know what I mean? Other than
but you do. For one, One, you got studio. 2, you got fashion. 3, you got YouTubing. 4, you got you said you got the housewives of blah 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 kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. But like because some of it's like all right, the TV thing that's seasonal. When that's off, it's like
it's not something that you get into and I can get lost until 2:00 in the morning. I don't have that. And I think only today I realised I'm a hater. I'm a hater. I don't have the luxury of getting lost into a game. I don't enjoy it. And I've tried.
Is he around to hear you say that?
No, he's downstairs. He's gonna hear it somewhere. He can't hear me. He's looking after Kizzy.
You better hope that he didn't hear that. You get me?
Well, yeah, but I'll tell him. I'm gonna think he's
that. He's screwed that. He'll play it back to you. I'm a hater.
Yeah, he will. And the thing is, I'm very honest, because I feel like in life, it's like, especially when you're in a relationship and you're a parent, there's so much stress that comes along with being in a relationship where you're raising a small person. Well, that's my entry into it. I feel like I thought that I was ready to have a child, and I thought, this is easy. I've run a business for over 10 years. I can have a kid. No, it's simple, yeah? This is it. All these people that say, oh, you never know what it's like to have a kid. I used to think, oh, shut up. How hard can it be, yeah? And then I had my daughter, and I was like, fucking hell, what the hell is this? Like, and how am I as a mum meant to know all of this stuff? And like, oh, what milk is she meant to be transitioning to? What's that white shit coming out of her mouth? She's coughing. And oh my days, that when are we meant to change her? And I felt forced into a position of needing to know all this stuff on my own. And I felt like I felt like everyone was asking me. It's like, in that instance, I felt like a lot of pressure. And I felt like, wow, mums, it's a lot. And then our communication as a duo changed. Before then, it was just me and him. I'm very selfish. I'm doing Naya all the time. And now it's like, nah, Naya don't even matter. We need to focus on the child. So for me, I think I struggled, you know, especially like running my own business. I wanted to get back to work, but then I wanted to be with the baby. And then it's like, it was really tough. So I feel like with me and him, it's really, really important to have open dialogue, even if we don't agree. So for me to admit I'm a hater, I don't like the fact that you've got this game that you zone out. You can actually get away from everything because you're so invested in it. I don't have that. But but I have to admit that in order to find something that maybe might occupy me in the same way. But I don't want to be called a hater, you're right. But maybe I'll say that a bit lower.
I like that you can admit it, though. That's nice, though.
Yeah, I think I only figured it out today. After speaking to you, I genuinely think the penny dropped and it's like, wow.
Yeah, I do
I'm
that
not
sometimes.
actually, I felt like it's not me watching you play the game. It's not actually you playing the game. It's the fact that I don't have something like that. Because if I had something like that and I was busy, because you're right, because it's seasonal. When Real Housewives of Atlanta drops on a Monday morning, come Monday evening, see ya, bye. And I'm gone. But it's not like the game. I can't just pick it up whenever I want. So yeah, it's interesting, really. I think it's really interesting to hear different dynamics as well, and also to relate. So for you to say that your partner's like, like moaning, it's like, okay, so we sound like we're moaning when I didn't think I'm moaning. I thought I'm giving real life, you know, that what is happening over here. Like, I think I'm giving real life criticism.
But that's what I'm saying. Because when you're watching your show, he tries to get attention from you, correct? And when he's trying to get attention, it's always when you're watching your show that he's trying to get. Because that's like how I remember Moses when she's watching her show. I'm like, hold on a second.
What's going on?
Why's she laughing at something else that's not me, man? Like, you know, I don't get that laugh now. You know what?
I hear you.
So everyone is a bit jealous that someone else is doing something that's, especially when it's not you as well. You know, one's there like, raw, like you're doing something without me.
Yeah, you're right. I think that's what it is. And I think especially, do you know what? Especially because we're on lockdown as well. It's it's different. Like it's a completely different vibe. There's no escapism. There's nowhere to really go. Do you know what I mean? Like my work is all inside the house. So I'm not going anywhere. Like I get up and I go to my office next door and then I'm back in the house. Whereas with my partner, he works outside the house. So he'll go out every single day. And it's like, listen, you know, and I'm like, I'm driving to the shop and I'm thinking, wow, I forgot what it's like. And he's like, no, I'll just pick up the stuff on the way home. And I'm like, no. I need an outing. So I think that probably adds a lot of stress. Do you know what I mean? Like at this time as well. So you're thinking, but you know, you're getting to do everything when maybe it's not. A man's going to work.
He'd rather be a your business, you know? You know?
This is what I'm saying. Like, it's tough. Like, it's really, really tough.
I definitely know that one. $1,000,000%.
Yeah,
like you see, like before this whole lockdown thing, my missus was working in the office, whatever. Like I'd finish
lifestyle.
my house. I'd finish my morning job, and then it's like, come home, I'm chilling. Man's got the whole thing. No one ain't getting home till 5. It was sick. I come home. My missus is like, and it's like, you're a dickhead, you know. Like, and the reason why it's like you're a dickhead, because it's like you stole my me time, and you've now got it. Yeah. So the thing is, and obviously I know it's not her. You know what I mean? Like, it's not her. But it's like raw, like so now she's got me time, and I don't have no me time.
There's
And I know she realized that because she always tries to quickly go out with the baby and everything and just leave man to my own devices or whatever. Yeah, I'm trying to say, but it's like, as I said, like you're thinking, he's so lucky. And he's like, bro, I was
killed my whole day.
You know what I'm saying? You used to be out now. You know what I'm saying? I come home and it's you, and I'm in bed and it's you, and I go to work, you call me. Shit. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So yeah.
Yeah, do you know, I didn't even think about it like that. It's true, because it's like the dynamic changes for everybody, doesn't it?
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
so is your son at nursery, or is he just
Yeah,
home?
the baby's at nursery. My oldest is he's doing homeschooled, and well, he's nearly finished year 11, so he's just
Okay, so yeah, he's just learning from home.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're not really feeling the strain like everyone else.
No.
then.
I'm not. That's what I'm saying. Because the times when the nursery closes for like a week or two, and they're like, oh yeah, they got closed to isolate and everything. It's like, all right, cool. But no, I'm not really thinking. I'll get to do the outside thing and everything as well, whatever. I feel it more for my missus than everyone else in the house. And that's it. But
Yeah, because that's
like,
because she's on autopilot doing everything, right?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, the fact that the baby's in nursery and not school.
It's a break, yeah.
Yeah. No. What if it was school? Listen, I've spoken to bare people. Oh, I'm homeschooling. I'm teaching and they're going nuts. I'm like, you know what? Thank you, God, man.
You cut. No, it's the truth. You cut some slack, because the thing is, it's like what's happening is like a lot of parents everywhere, they're being forced to be teachers when, as you said, that's not your passion. So how are you meant to really teach your child when it's like it's a different level of effort and communication, especially with some kids. Do you know what I mean? So I think you're lucky that you've missed out. You've missed out on that. And even if nursery was closed, at least it's playing. It's not. Okay, now you have to learn about, you know, all these different, the alphabet and the numbers and the way they're teaching them as well with phonics, and it's all
We're not trained for that, innit? That's it. You know what I'm saying? We're
not trained for that. No.
That's it.
And even if you were trained, you're never really trained to teach your own children. There's something about the relationship you have with your child that is different from having a relationship with my child.
Because in the end, what's the good, isn't it? Like you expect more of your own child.
Yeah, you do. And then I think your disappointment levels show a lot more than if it was like, do you know what I mean? If you were showing my daughter how to do something, she didn't get it, you'd be calm. You'd be like, okay, it's all right, don't worry. But when you're like, what is wrong with you? I've told you 5 times.
It's so dumb.
Yeah, like literally. So I think right now it's really tense for just a lot of people. We got some questions in. Let me see. Couple people have asked questions. Okay, so we got a question. We took questions on the Tribe page, and one of the questions were, how do you manage the kids while being in the industry? So I assume that's the music industry.
Yeah. I don't. This is no, what's good?
You are out of order. You know what? You sound like my granddad, yeah? Like, my granddad is a man that's like, yeah, the woman stays at home, does all the housework, cleans, cooks.
It's not that. It's what's good. I mean, I got a good wife, man. Like, she understands the times I'm going to studio and everything, so that in the day she'll put stuff aside to make sure she's not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? But likewise, I would talk to her about the dates that I can go studio to make sure that she's not busy and she ain't booked things in. You know what I'm saying?
So how do you organize that? Like, what do you use? Like, what tools do you use?
We got a calendar.
Google Calendar?
We share Google Calendar and that. So we know whatever, but we speak about before all that kind of stuff. And say, oh yeah, I'm gonna go studio and date the state. Is that cool? Yeah, that's cool. Whatever. But then everything like even before I came in, she goes, oh, remember you got something at 6 o'clock? I said, yeah.
Okay, sick. Okay, so you got that's good then. So the communication is on point.
It's all right.
Well, do you know what it is though? But you know, you have to think to yourself, it's like for both of you to even have a Google Calendar that you're working from, it's an amazing start, because some people don't have anything, you know, and I think that's when the communication breaks down, and it's really difficult to understand who's doing what and also who's doing the amount of what, because if you're not there and you don't see, you just kind of don't know. Do you know what I mean? So I think the Google Calendar is quite good. A lot of people I've spoken to use Google Calendar, which sounds quite dope. I've got a calendar in my kitchen which I write stuff on, but no one reads it. So pretty pointless. But yeah, that's crazy. I think being in the industry and having a child, I think it's difficult. Like, I think as a mum, it's difficult. Obviously, I can't speak on it.
As a mum, it must be like seriously difficult. Remember that your kids don't want to leave the mum, innit? So as a mum, it must be really difficult. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can only imagine, because at the end of the day, like when I leave the house, the baby, he doesn't really mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but if his mum left,
my missus, yeah. After 10 minutes, is where's mommy going? This that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like I just told you that 3 minutes ago. It's because it's like, oh, where's mommy coming back? Yes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a madness, and that's the whole thing. And the whole maternal sharing the body together and that kind of stuff. There, like you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, I think that definitely plays a part,
yeah,
and
of course.
I think a lot of mums in my like plethora of conversations that I've had with people, I think that mums do a lot in the beginning because they feel like they have to, and then sometimes dads are so on the back line that by the time mums is just saying, look, I really need help now, dad hasn't really done a lot, so they're like, well, how you want me to step in now? Like,
yeah, no, you know it is like it's not even dad hasn't done a lot. So how do you want me to step in? It's I've been trying and you're not letting me in the first place. So it's
yeah,
like,
okay,
that's
yeah,
what I'm trying
yeah.
to say. That's it. Because a lot of people have got the whole, well, you didn't wash the dishes the way that I like dishes washed, so I'm gonna wash them myself kind of theory.
So is
You know what
that a
I'm
real
saying?
thing then? So that's like is that like
Yeah,
a
of course,
common, like a
of course.
thing, like where, yeah, like obviously mum wants it done in a certain way and dad doesn't do it in a certain way, does it in his own way.
Does Kizzy brush her own teeth?
Yeah, but I go over them after, but she brushes her own teeth.
Exactly. There we go. And that's all I needed to hear. That's it. You
But
got
why?
after.
What's the story behind that?
No, simple as like she brushed her own teeth, but at the end of the day, you want her to brush her teeth the way that you want her to brush her teeth. You want to
I
do
was gonna make sure that dirt is out of the back because she likes to leave this at the front and then.
but that's the point. As I'm saying, you do it the way that you see it as proper.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm trying to say? So you do it the way that you see it as clean. So
Yeah,
in the end of the day, like we've all got that in it. So in the end, that's the whole. As I said, homeschooling again. Like it's a. Well, you didn't do it the way that I want you to do. You didn't learn the way I want you to learn. So basically,
So let me ask you a question. So do you do things the way that your missus wants you to do it, or do you just do it your own way and she has to suck it out?
I
Or
did
do you try?
I did it my own way.
You just do it your own way.
Because at the end of the day, you shouldn't have expectations of me. I will not. No, that's the truth. I refuse for anyone in this world to have expectations of me except for myself. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, because it's like, I don't have expectations of her. And if I do, and she doesn't meet them, I say, that's my own fault because at the end of the day, I set an expectation of her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's true. Because you can only set expectations for yourself. And yeah, it's true.
You understand? That's the point. So at the end of the day, like, if she wanted me to do something in a certain way or look after him in a certain way, it's like, well, oh well, that's your problem, innit? You know what I'm saying? I said, yeah. You going to mommy's what? Mommy's tired. You say mommy's tired.
See, that's that real live child coming in. I don't care. There's no time for you to be away from me.
That's your bum. Oh no.
I think this is the softest I've ever heard you talk in my entire life, honestly. Like, I need to keep this forever and ever.
They don't even want to say that. It's like, 1 minute, what? Like,
no, seriously.
like,
it's just weird.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, but it's just weird. It's like, I can't imagine you being like, oh, do you know what I mean? Like, it's so funny. That is so funny.
I know, quite. Oh, cool. Hold on one sec. He's going to bed. Hold on one sec.
Oh,
you're gonna hear him softer now. Hold on. Like a cuddle. Can I cuddle? Mommy. Can I cuddle? Mommy. Can I cuddle?
Oh, can you hear that? That is so cute.
Cuddle? Can I big cuddle, please? Bigger cuddle. Thank you. Good night. Good night. Alright, good night then. Because you're not listening to me. You're just speaking to mummy. That's what you're doing. You're just speaking to mummy. That's all. Can I cuddle, please? Thank you. Can I kiss, please? Good night. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't resist them.
No, but at least he's coming to say good night.
No, I'm in the room. And
oh, you're in his space.
I'm in the room and he's getting to it. Yeah, I'm saying, that's it. So.
No, you actually killed me. All right, look, what is your biggest tip?
Biggest tip?
Yeah, what's your biggest tip for like managing, like, you know, like what you were just talking about, talk about expectations that people place on each other. And also, I suppose that kind of rolls out into having expectations over your children. So you've got like a big son and you got a little one. So do you have the same view on expectations over them as you do like on your partner? So do you have certain expectations for like GCSE results or grades or uni or anything like that? Do you have anything like that on your son?
Nah, you know what? The only expectation I have my missus and my kids is that, like, when you show me you can do greatness, and keep that same level of greatness that you show me do. And I literally with like the one thing. So at the end of the day, like, if my missus can cook a great meal, then cook that meal again, that exact same meal. And why couldn't you cook it the same way? All right, cool. And I'll put in all the factors that are around it. All right, cool. She's working hard this week. She's rested less this week. But so obviously you can't expect the same amount of love and everything. But that's that. But at the same, but so when it comes to all and like both my kids and that's the only time I have expectations. And it's not that I won't, like when it comes to my oldest and everything, I won't scorn him if he doesn't meet the expectations. That I'll speak to him and try and figure out, right, what's going on in it. Like at the end of the day, like something must be happening why you didn't meet that thing. And if it's like, no, this wasn't really there, but then it's like, all right, cool. But and you know what I'm saying? We have a good conversation about it.
Yeah, so it's more about just encouraging them to be the best versions of themselves, as opposed to reaching as some type of goal or placing it. Do you know what I mean? Like saying, you need to make sure you get straight A's. It's like, well, no, you just need to be the best version of yourself. And if that means you come up with a couple B's in a season, great. But make sure that you're delivering the best version of yourself in everything that you do, so that you give yourself the best chance at life. And I think that's what's up. I think that is I think it's really difficult because a lot of people are really, especially with the homeschooling, like my advice has to be like, obviously like Kizzy's got her little to-dos, but it doesn't matter. Like she's in nursery school. It's not reception. So it's not that serious. However, I think even if she was in, I would not be pressuring her to get it right. I would just be pressuring her to turn up and, as you said, do your best. And then whatever happens.
At the end of the day, like there's a difference between setting limits and giving expectations. So like it's like when my oldest was in primary school, I used to always tell him he's doing his English work, just do at least a page of writing because at the end of the day, that's it. I don't expect him to get like a certain grade and everything. It's just that, all right, cool. This is the limit. You can't go underneath that limit and everything. But that's all. And then also, my oldest is 16. You know what I'm saying? And so like my youngest being 3.
See, 3 already?
Yeah, do you understand?
Like he was like 4 the other day.
I know, innit? but when you have a 16-year-old and you've been there and seen him grow and everything, it's like you should realistically realize yourself, all right, cool, this journey again, whatever, and you have to understand, or you should understand to yourself, boy, like there's a certain time in your life that you have to let go. So when it came to secondary school, my oldest, I just said to him, bro, I'm not checking your homework no more. Like, I'm not checking your homework no more. I'm just making sure that I'm just asking if you've done it.
Yeah.
If you've done it and
you have to trust him.
Yeah, that's it. And if your grades start dropping, that's your problem. Because at the end of the day, like this is leading on to like your story now, bro. Yeah. Like that's it. Like all I can do is encourage you. Like other than that, like I would have brethren. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, this is your problem. So if you don't end up getting to that 6th form, which doesn't take you to that uni, which don't take you to that career, which you don't end up making that money, that's your problem, bro. Yeah. All I can do is loan you a change and help. You know what I'm saying? But you say that it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't get to travel when you want and you don't get to drive and do the things that you want, that's because at the end of the day you set yourself up to fail. So all I can do is like encourage you to what's it called, just
do your best,
dig deep and go hard, and that's it. Because like this year he's not even doing his exams. You know what I'm saying? That's not even happening now. And I said that to him last year. I said to him, look at this. I said, look, like when it comes to exams, there of us think to ourselves, yeah, I'll just do whatever in class, and then when it comes to the exams, I just nail them.
Smash it.
Yeah, that's it. And I said to him, like, imagine that. Like, I mean, he's a good kid. Like, he is a straight A student. You know what I'm saying? Like, except when it comes to English lessons, but friggin', but like, I said to him, look at that. If you kept that attitude And then he thought, yeah, I said, no exams. Bro, you'd have been doomed right now. Because, you know what I'm saying? Because they're grading you on what you did before. Because there's no exams. And he said, yeah, it's true. I said, so this year, just go hard, bro. Like, just do what you're supposed to
Do your
do.
best.
You know what I'm saying? Do what you're supposed to do. That's it. Forget the event. Do what you're supposed to do to get to the next step.
Yeah, do you know what? It's funny that you say that because, like, when I done my GCSEs, I remember we had mock GCSEs like 100 years ago, and I remember my mock GCSEs, I failed everything. I think I just passed drama and art. That was it. I think I got a B and an A or something, and all the rest of them I failed. And one of my teachers laughed at me when they was giving us our mock grades and laughed. They said, "I knew you wouldn't amount to nothing now." You know, like one of those sarky ones. And I was like, "You think I can't do it? I just couldn't be bothered." So when I went, I studied and I passed everything. I got A star to C's in all my GCSEs, and they were shocked. But imagine that it was me in this time now. I would be one of the people that just get writ off because I didn't apply myself throughout the year and just wanted to turn up on the end and perform. So a lot of kids are going to have it tough.
Of course. It's really bad right now. You know what I'm saying? It's really bad. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, so there's lessons to be learned for all of this, you know?
Yeah, no, there is definitely. Everything happens for a reason. And I think as well, like, especially in our day and age, it's like, you know, that the academic route is not always the route, you know, and I'm a massive believer in financial education, and they don't teach that in school anyway. So it's like teaching your children about finances, how to run a credit card, how to use, like, what is good debt versus bad debt, asset leveraging, all of that type of stuff. It's like, for me, if I can teach my daughter that, and she doesn't get one grade in school, I don't really care. As long as she understands how to get the bag, how to make the bag multiply for herself so she can be comfortable. Everything else to me is neither here nor there. However, I feel like I would be very much like you in a sense of that you have to turn up and do your best. I'm not telling you not to do good in school. I'm just saying if this particular thing ain't for you and you're trying your hardest, then don't beat yourself up out of it.
Of course. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because I think that this is what's happening with a lot of parents over the country at the moment. Their children ain't getting certain things, and they're not. It's too much pressure on them to deliver because they're watching them hand in these results every day, hand in this work that is getting told it's shit, and they're feeling this is responsible. I'm responsible.
Of course. Because
whereas you know when you're not there, you don't even know. It's like, oh, okay, didn't do good. Try better next time.
And especially when your parents say it to you, because at the end of the day, you feel to yourself, right, like, you know, I'm proud of me. You know what I'm saying? I tried hard. Cause,
exactly.
Like my oldest, he came to me one time and he said to me, this is like how many months ago actually, he said to me, oh, like, my predicted grade, no, I stepped up. He done his mocks and he said to me, oh, yeah, like, I think he got a 6 or something in English. And he said, oh, like, his predicted 7. And his mom saying it's not good enough. And he said, what do you think? And I said, your predicted 7. And he said, yeah. I said, why do you think you didn't get a 7 then? And he said, oh, no, I don't know that. Whatever. I said, all right, just go to your teacher and just find out why you didn't get a 7 and work on that. And that's all. And then just work on that thing there. And he's saying, yeah, but I was getting a 5 before. I said, oh, then you stepped up. It's good, isn't it? No, I said, then you stepped up. It's good, isn't it? Like, now, find out how to step up again, innit?
Yeah.
And that's all. But at the end of the day, yeah, good, man. Glad you stepped up.
But you know what? Even that in itself is such good advice. Like, I was talking to my friend about something today, and I was saying to her that it's taken me to get to adult age to figure out, to go to the source and find out why. Don't try and figure it out by yourself, because a lot of time you spend trying to figure things out, like, oh, how could I do this, and why is that happening, and just ask. Like, you just got to ask a question, and they're going to tell you. Like, they're not going to not tell you. Even with like taxes and stuff, I mean, even when I've registered my business like years ago, I'll be getting a letter about something. I'm like, I don't know what that is. And instead of just ringing up HMRC, man will just write it out and then pay the fine. I don't even realize what I'm doing, you know, because you just didn't want to make contact with people. I think that's
that's because people don't like feeling dumb. That's why.
Yeah, you're right. And I think that, like, in order for you to be successful, you've got to realize if you're the dumbest person in the room, you're actually in the best room, because you can learn from everyone around you. Don't walk in acting like you know it all, and then no one's going to tell you anything because you act like you know everything. So true. But when you broke it down like that, you say go to a teacher. It's just such good advice, man. And I think
well, that's the thing, in it. Like, you don't always get that opportunity to find out why you're failing. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at the music industry. If your music ain't popping off, there's no one.
It's just like a cold back. It's just a cold back.
There's no one thought you can't go to the radio. So why are you playing what? You know what I'm saying? Oh, Spotify. Because I ain't getting streamed. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I'm not. But have you seen what happened on Twitter the other day? Was it yesterday? A man, you could, if you weren't getting paid on choice, there is a reason why. We all know now because you had to pay that DJ £200. Did you see it?
With my man's thing. That's been happening before, isn't it?
I know. Did you know where a man messed up because he's doing a copy and paste email, like generic?
Is that what happens?
Yeah, someone screen grabbed the email and then put it up. Like, so, yep, £200 for this. And I was like, wow.
That's crazy. That's so crazy. But now, as I said, at the end of the day, like I tried to teach him how to just deal with things head on, and just the same way that I deal with the younger one. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Because at the end of the day, these are the lessons that I wish I was taught, and not just was taught and learned earlier. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end, because as you said, just because you think you learned a lesson doesn't mean that's the lesson that you was being that is meant to learn at that moment.
Yeah.
And that's it. So
very, very true. You're a very, very wise person. Very, very wise.
I just feel I got perspective.
Come like Mr. Miyagi. I thought, no, seriously, you are. And I think that it really encourages me, especially as a parent, to speak to other people who have been on a journey, like as a musician, as a business person. Do you know what I mean? Like you hustle your way through everything. You always create yourself a platform and a space to do what it is that you do and what you love to do. Do you know what I mean? Not because what everyone else is doing, just because that's what you want to do when you want to do it. And I think that in our industry, it's really easy to get pushed from pillar to post and just go with what the Joneses is doing at the time, because everyone's like, if you do this, you should do this, and if you do that, you should do that. And I feel like for me, there's a certain amount of time when I was doing music where I got pushed into doing things that weren't even really me, but because
but the problem was that you was broke. You was broke. True. And you see when you're broke, and someone says you should do this, and you think to yourself, right, now we got money, now we got money, now we more money. You know what I'm saying? That's it. But you see,
it's the truth. And I think more than anything as well, it's the mindset, because you're thinking to yourself, do you know what it is? It's like, in order for me to get there, I have to travel through this. And then it's like, really, if I sat down and looked at everything prior, I would have realized that everything that got me to that moment was not generic. Yeah, of course it was. It was not what everyone else. It was not hiring a radio plugger. It was not recording and listening to what was in a chance. I was just doing me. And in life, that is, I think, the lesson that I would teach my daughter. You go with your gut instincts and always do what you want to do, because even if it doesn't work out to how you think it's going to work out, it works out to how it's supposed to work out.
Exactly. That's it. And that's the whole thing. But I said, like, in the end of the day, like, when you're sitting there and you realize to yourself, well, 1 minute, I made £5 from this thing. Then it's like, if I can make £5 from this one, then I can make $1 million. And then afterwards, and sometimes you let that carry you, where I said, if you've got the money you need already, and then you're having the fun you want, it's like, oh, that's nice that I made an extra money on top of the money that I've already got.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think that's probably why I'm so, like, the last 5 years, I've really been on this financial education thing, because it's like, I realize more than ever, it's like putting myself in a position where you can have residual income. The pandemic never affected me. I was cool. Didn't really. There was not really much. If anything, I think I came out up because I just didn't double. Of course. And I think that, but because of the 5 years before that of me learning and understanding about different things, it's helped me realize where to put my money and how to set things up so that I'm not chasing the bag. The bag's there. Do you know what I mean? And I think people don't understand it when they're chasing it, because it doesn't make sense. But then one day it just makes sense and everything just kind of falls into place. And it's really weird. But it's like sometimes you've got to go back a few steps before you go forward.
And you got and what's the called, isn't it? And sometimes you've got to just be broke and learn.
It's the truth. It's the truth. It's the truth. And do you know as well, I think that for anyone out there that does struggle and they're thinking, how am I going to do what I want to do? It's like thinking of the bigger picture and understanding the bigger goal, so that when you have to make your sacrifices, you understand that this is just short term. Like I remember Lethal said something a while ago, I think he tweeted or something, and he's like, he got rid of his car and he had to backtrack and get a Fiesta, and everyone was laughing at him while he had to backtrack because he was doing something to set himself up for the next thing. And it's like, not a lot of people are willing to do that.
Yeah, of course not.
But the reason why I think that is because they don't see the goal. They can't see it, and they can't see how they're gonna get there. So it's hard. Like even with me, like when I got my first ever car when I passed my driving test, I never wanted a second-hand car. Bought a brand new car, straight from the showroom, bought it. After that, I used to lease my cars. I ain't driving a second-hand car. I want my car brand new. I don't want no one in my car before me. And then I got to the stage, it was only like last year through the pandemic, and I got rid of my lease was up just as the pandemic was up.
Yeah.
And I thought, why am I going to lease another car and be paying £500 a month? I'm not even going anywhere. It actually doesn't make any sense. And I thought, I might as well just get a little run around and work it out instead of wasting.
You see, but that matters how your life is, though, because it's like, vice versa. I ain't never going to buy a car again. You understand what I'm trying to say? I'd rather just finance a car, and that's the whole thing. So that's what I'm saying.
It makes sense. But it does make sense. But if you have a goal and you're working towards something and you don't even really need a car, what is the point? Do you know what I mean?
That's it. I ain't got a car right now. Like I drive my missus' car. I ain't going nowhere.
But this is the thing. But and you're with me. It's like I'm from a household where it's like, okay, cool. We had 2 vehicles, and then it's like, okay, do you know what I mean? But because you have a goal of where you want to travel to, you just start looking at things differently and using and putting your money in different places where perhaps you wouldn't have done it before. And again, it's like what you said, it's just learning and working it out, really. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, as I said, just find the source of the problem and understand it. All right, cool. So how do we tackle this? And that's all. It is super simple when you really think about it.
It is. I think we just, as humans, we overcomplicate. And I like nice things, innit? So all that's happened is decades of, yes, but I need this.
And when you're stressed as well, you're standing too close to the wall, innit? And as Jacko said, it's too hard to get over, too low to get on. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
You're just standing there. You can't see no solutions, innit? And then all of a sudden, like, you get rid of all that foolishness you deal with your life, and then all of a sudden you're like, you're way back from where you was before. You're like, that was simple. You know what? That was super simple to get. That's what is that.
No, it's so true. It's like, it's crazy. And I just think that a massive thing for people like, well, with me, and if anyone out there is like, doesn't know what to do or thinks, how can I get myself sorted out? It's like, you have to speak to people, man. Like, speak to people, because there's a lot of people that are doing things that they just don't know that you want to know about that could help you, you know? And I think that in our community, sometimes everyone just acts like they got their shit together instead of just saying, you know what, right now I don't even know what I'm doing. Do you have a tip or anything? Like, and I think that's important. I'm quite fortunate. I don't care. I'll just tell you the real, so I can get the real tea right back.
Cool.
But it's been amazing talking to you today. Like, really, even though I'm not a gamer, I will be jump onto your gaming channel just to see if I can relate slightly.
Just start subscribe to it, though.
No, I'm definitely not subscribing. You know them ones where you subscribe and then have to secretly unsubscribe 10 months later.
Because you be the one that's disliking it, like.
I'll be the one. You know them trolls that come in the comments. I don't get it. I don't understand this. Nah, never that at all. But yeah, like seriously, like it's so nice to catch up and also just hear about your tactics that you have with your sons, because I think that's really, really important. Just to learn from, you know, and just take some tips myself. And I love to hear that you say just be the best version of yourself. That's all that you can ask. That's such an amazing quality. Because I don't think we come from that generation.
No, of course not. But I remember our parents used to work more than one job and that kind of stuff there, innit? So
I remember my mum told me I need to just study something that's going to get me a job. I don't know what you're doing all this singing and stuff for.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. They wanted money. And that's the thing.
And I think as well, they just wanted you and us to have stability, but not even realizing that the future was changing, man. Because all those jobs there.
No, our parents were from. They wanted you to have stability and to be able to look after them as well.
Exactly that. They wanted, you know, them type of jobs. It's like, get a job at the Royal Mail because you're going to get a good pension. You know, it's that type of, no, not working. Well, look after yourself, mate. Every man for himself right now. Well, anyway, have a good evening, and I will shout you soon anyway. And just have a night off the gaming, innit?
That's that. I'm jumping straight back on there right now.
No, come on, just one night off, like, please, like, just one night.
That was yesterday.
Well, thank you so much anyway, Jerry. I will holler at you. Thank you so much for giving me your time, and I hope to speak to you soon. And thanks everyone for locking in. Bye.
See you later.
And there you have it, guys. Really cool moment. I spent with Joe Grind on Instagram Lives. Do you remember when people used to do those? Well, yeah, I really, really found that useful. Just to recap, to remember and reflect and understand, yeah, what dads enjoy. Even though I still hate when I hear EA Sports, it's in the game. It's just really not for me. But anyway, thank you everyone for your continual support. I look forward to uploading next week's episode. And thanks for everyone that's interacting, sending in all the questions. I really appreciate it. And I hope I get back to you all. Yeah, God bless and stay hard.